My name is Jeanette, and I work at Shady Gourmet. We are right inside the front door here on the side that faces the smorgasbord. So if you come in on that side, we are hidden just a little bit by the produce department, but that's where you find us, right inside the door. We do all kinds of things. We do fudge, we do little chocolate covered candies, just a little bit of baked goods. But the thing we're focusing on today is caramel apples. We use a Granny Smith apple in our product. I would say 98% of the customers that come in, they want the Granny Smith rather than a sweet apple. I use a 100 count. So what that means is the smaller the apple, the more you can fit in a box. So a 100 count means 100 of these go to a box. The largest I will go is an 80 count because obviously then you're using more caramel and then you have to keep adjusting your price because caramel is really expensive. So if you can, try to get a 100 count, an 88, or an 80 count. I'm not so much worried about any kind of a blemish, like these have little spots. That's just a blemish, like you have freckles on your face. That's not a bruise. What you're looking for is actual damage to the apple, which we all know is that dark, soft spot. That's what you're looking for. These are all in pretty good shape. I'm happy with them. That's what we use. So if you're making the caramel apples in your home kitchen, I would highly recommend getting yourself a nice double boiler. So this is just something we got from the restaurant store. They use it to put soup in it. This comes out and you can see the steam coming up there. And this is just a really nice, gentle way of keeping the caramel from scorching. You don't want your caramel to get too hot. So we use the Peter's caramel. And this comes in a 5-pound loaf. This is really nice. It's also really expensive. So listen to this video carefully before you invest in it. It's almost $30 for 5 pounds. A tip for you with the caramel is that it comes like this. It comes vacuum packed. And sometimes the caramel is really soft, which who doesn't love a soft caramel? I'd rather have that than a hard one. But the issue is it'll stick to the plastic then when you go to open it up. So I've discovered that if you take this and put this in the fridge for like 30, 40 minutes, just let it harden up a little bit, this plastic comes right off. And then you don't lose any of the caramel in the nooks and crannies of the plastic. And if you're making this at home and you don't want to do a huge batch and you're wondering what your ratio of caramel is to white chocolate, it's a 1-to-5 ratio. So 1 pound of white chocolate to 5 pounds of caramel, and then you can work that 1-to-5 ratio down wherever you need to for however many you're making. When you heat up your caramel, you're going to want to do it in the microwave and you're going to want to do it at a very low temperature. When you do your Peters, if you put it in a plastic bowl or in a glass bowl, do it for just a couple minutes at a time, like maybe 2 minutes at a time. Check it. You never want to see it bubbling and getting foamy. That means you've actually started to burn it. This is running between 155, 160 degrees. Just one more tip I'm going to give you. If you're going to be doing apples, take them out of the refrigerator the night before, let them come to room temperature. If there's any kind of moisture on them, it's not going to be good for the apple. The caramel, you'll see little patches where the caramel just won't adhere. So you really want it to be room temperature. All right, here we go, the fun part. All right, it's completely covered. Now I'm not doing this for the camera. It's part of the process. The gravity, you're gonna see, you're gonna get a nice thick dollop down here at the bottom. It's gonna release. I'm gonna be starting about right here on this apple, scooping off a fair amount. You'd be like, wow, she's taking all the caramel off. No, I'm not. What's gonna happen is that caramel is that warm. What's left on there is all gonna run down and enrobe the bottom of that apple. So these apples should cool for at least 30 minutes at room temperature or 10 to 15 minutes in the refrigerator.
And after the apples cool, feel free to decorate them with any coating chocolate or a topping of your choice.
So I really hope you come and you try the caramel apples, everybody, and just enjoy the flavor and tell your friends and keep coming back because they are fun to make.